Welcome back, everybody, to the Philadelphia Eagles franchise here on Madden 22. Today we have some Week 7 football at home here at the Link in what is by far our most important game of the season thus far. Both our Philadelphia Eagles and the opposing New Orleans Saints have completely blown expectations out of the water this year. The Eagles sit at 5-1, the Saints not too far behind at 4-1, so it's going to be a really good game. We have an interesting scenario here. Next man up, and it's a press conference. I thought it would be having to do with Lane Johnson hinting at retirement a couple weeks ago, but Devontae Smith actually suffered a minor injury. That's not particularly good news. Smith already missed the first 3 games of the season with an injury, so to see him go down again is really not ideal. Although Devontae Smith has had trouble staying healthy, we do have a challenge for Tykeem Keon to get 150 receiving yards. I'm obviously not worried about Keon. He was great when Devontae Smith was out, but I'm curious about the rest of the receiving core because when Smith was injured, nobody really stepped up alongside Tykeem Keon, so that certainly is a big blow to our passing game. The New Orleans Saints have maybe the best offense in the NFL so far. Obviously, Alvin Kamara is great, but I want to focus on stopping the pass because they do have a strong pass game as well. And then on the other side of the ball, our focus is still on running it. So as we look at the New Orleans Saints here, one of the main reasons why they've been overachieving, as you can see by their scores, as I said earlier, is their offense. They've scored at least 26 points in every single game this season, and they're coming off a bye week, which doesn't really bode well for us. The Saints are a well-rounded roster, and although they have a lower-rated quarterback in second-year pro Braylon DeBoer, that has not stopped this offense whatsoever. DeBoer has been the best of the second-year quarterbacks and is having a great start to the season, very close to matching his passing touchdowns total from a year ago, and he started all 17 games for them. Of course, DeBoer has plenty of talent around him with Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, 2 of the best players at their respective positions. So it's going to be a big challenge for our defense, but I think the main reason why we have exceeded expectations this year is our defensive unit. The pass defense has been a little bit inconsistent, but for the most part good. And then the run defense was one of the worst in the league last year. This year it's one of the best. So I'm curious to see how Alvin Kamara will fare as we kick this one off. The Eagles starting with the football, 3rd and 10. Jalen Hurts dropping back to throw it. Hurts scrambling to the left side. He is going to try to get it to St. Clair, who makes a nice play to the football, but he only gets around 8. Tackled on the play by Pete Werner. So the Eagles would punt it. New Orleans gets it as we take a look at Braylon DeBoer, the second-year pro out of Pittsburgh, as he connects with Alvin Kamara on the wheel route. Breaks the tackle from Thomas and is pounded by Deshaun Elliott. A big gain there for Kamara, who is an X-Factor level player as a receiver out of the backfield. Even if the Eagles stop him in the run, New Orleans definitely loves to use him in the pass game as he brings it to the 1-yard line for a nice gain. Clelin Ferrell's hurt on the play. Ferrell's been banged up all year. The entire defensive line has. Josh Sweat is back from his injury today. He got hurt back in week 2, which is big. But even so, the defensive line has struggled to stay healthy. What a catch by Antonio Regoli in the back of the end zone. That was a bad throw by DeBoer, but Regoli was able to keep both feet in bounds. I believe the booth did review it, but the play ended up standing as Jalen Hurts fumbles it on the strip sack. That was Marcus Davenport who stripped it away. Brandon Brooks does pick it up, but that's not going to be a first down, so the Eagles have to punt it. Rough start so far for the Philadelphia offense as New Orleans gets it back with the lead, the football, and all of the momentum currently. 3rd and 10, DeBoer under pressure. He is sacked. Jalen Holmes and Jabari Achabe both in the backfield. It's Holmes who gets credited with the sack. So the Eagles defense makes a big play and the offense gets it back. A much needed stop for the Birds as St. Clair makes a nice play, gaining around 11 before being pushed out of bounds by Werner and Holcomb. What Alvin Kamara is to the Saints offense is what the Eagles are trying to do with Rosemont St. Clair as a high-level receiver out of the backfield. Nice play there by Jalen Reagor. He brings it to the 13. Reagor, of course, has been fairly disappointing this season, but with no Devontae Smith in the lineup, he has another opportunity to step up. 3rd and 20 now. Hurts under pressure on the run. Connects with Tykeem Keon, who brings it to the 2. What a great play there by Jalen Hurts. He had Cam Jordan right on his tail, but connects with Keon as the Eagles are very close to the end zone. 3rd and goal. Hurts punches it in on the QB sneak, and we are tied at 7. The first half of this quarter started off really poorly for the Eagles, but they had a big sack. The offense drives down the field. A great way to end the first quarter, although there are still 14 seconds. We'll see if New Orleans does anything with it, as it's caught by Michael Thomas, outrunning Burgess, and is pushed out of bounds by Jeremiah Nnabuke at the 35. Outside of the sack on the last possession, New Orleans is really moving the ball well. So far in a battle of the Saints' high-octane offense and the Eagles' stifling defense, it's the Saints who, through one quarter, definitely have the upper hand. 2nd and 10 now at the 35. DeBoer connects with Justin Bennett, who has it popped by Elliott. They do rule that a catch. I thought it was incomplete, but I guess he did have enough steps for it to be ruled a catch and a fumble. But since it went out of bounds, New Orleans keeps possession. 1st and goal. DeBoer again connects with Justin Bennett for the touchdown. The second-year wideout out of Westlake, who never really got that much of a chance in college, but with a not overly deep receiving core in New Orleans, he has really gotten an opportunity to shine, and he has developed into a pretty good pro. The Eagles have the ball back. Here's Tazwell Hubbard, the first-round rookie, bouncing away from blockers, bringing it to the 39. Hubbard has been inconsistent as a rookie, and of course, Rosemont St. Clair has taken a lot of his shine, but Hubbard has still done a good job as this team's early down runner, and that was obviously a great run. Hurts on 1st down is sacked by Peyton Turner for a loss of 9. Lane Johnson has been a turnstile at right tackle today. I mean, it has been just flat out brutal. 3rd and 16, incomplete. It was deflected and out of the hands of the defensive back. So that'll bring out the field goal unit. A 41-yard attempt here for Zebediah Phoenix. The kick goes down the middle, and the Eagles bring you within 4 as it's now 14-10. There was an injury on that play. Both teams are getting absolutely hammered by the injury bug today, as New Orleans has it on the 25 to start the drive. DeBoer on 1st down has no time. He is sacked. Jabari Achabe, the rookie, brings down the quarterback. Achabe, with his 3rd sack of the season, had each of his first 2 back in Week 3 against the Jets. He's definitely taken some time to adjust, but he looked really good on that play, blowing by the left tackle. On 3rd and 8, DeBoer goes short for Kamara, who does not get the first down. Great tackle by Jeremiah Nnabuke, who's getting some extra snaps today. Joko Onwusu got injured on the first play of the game. He suffered a bruised sternum, so that's why Nnabuke is getting some extra PT. Tazwell Hubbard on the first play of the new drive gets blocked, sprints into the 46. Hubbard is averaging damn near 10 yards per carry today, albeit on a limited sample size, but he has still been very impressive. 3rd and 5, Hurts is sacked again. Peyton Turner with his 2nd of the first half. Lane Johnson just looks out of it, man. I mean, he just looks like he's ready to retire. He has just been brutal today. It would be a good punt from Jack Fox down at the 6, as on 2nd and 10, it's a safety. Jabari Achabe with his 2nd sack of the quarter. 2 hands for safety, 2 points on the board, and the Eagles cut the lead in half. So on the kickoff after the safety, things get a little bit fishy. Troy Dobbs does not know that you have to field the ball on a safety kickoff. Otherwise, the other team gets it back. So New Orleans touched it before the Eagles, so they not only have the ball back, but at the 18-yard line. Very poor awareness there by Troy Dobbs. And it just gets worse. Justin Bennett brings it to the 2. Jabari Achabe is now hurt. I mean, this has just been a disaster the past 30 seconds. The Eagles are unraveling right in front of our eyes. 3rd and goal for 1. Kamara punches it in for a touchdown. So ever since the safety by Jabari Achabe, I mean, it has just completely fallen apart for the Eagles. They don't field the kickoff. Achabe gets injured. New Orleans scores, and it's now a 9-point game with not a lot of time left in the first half. On 1st down from the 47, Hurts throws it on the run. It's caught in the end zone by Ty Kid Keon for the touchdown. And just like that, the Eagles bring it back right within 2 points. So New Orleans scores, and the Eagles answer right back. What a dot to end the first half by Jalen Hurts. No shortage of craziness here in this first half of football. 21-19 is your score. Here in the second half, I want to focus on the short passing game. I think our offense, for the most part, has played well today, but we're probably going to throw the ball quite a bit in the second half. Defensively, the run defense has been great, but we have not been able to really stop the pass at all. New Orleans opens up with the football. Is on 2nd and 10. DeBoer looking to throw it. It is intercepted. Akeem Davis Gaither at the right place at the right time. Does a great job of getting to the football. And the Eagles turn it over on the second play of the half. A huge turnover there for Philadelphia. Great play by Akeem Davis Gaither. And the Eagles have it with plus field position and an opportunity to sway the momentum back. Tazwell Hubbard with a nice move. Hurdles a defender. Had he not stumbled out of bounds, that could have been a touchdown. What a move by Tazwell Hubbard, who clean jumps over the safety. And had Chauncey Gardner-Johnson not made contact with him after the hurdle, that would have been a house call. 3rd and 5 now from the 14. Short throw for Goddard. He only gets 4. So that brings an interesting 4th and 2 at the 10. The Eagles could go for it. They could take the points. And they're going to play it safe. A conservative call from head coach Champ Britton as the field goal is good. The Eagles do take the lead, but they had an easy opportunity to go for it, and we'll see if that call backfires. So New Orleans gets it back coming off of the interception. Young quarterbacks make mistakes, but DeBoer immediately answers back as he connects with Kamara, who brings it to the 29. There is a flag on the play, but this one is not coming back. It's actually going to move forward. A roughing the passer called against Philadelphia. It's Clelin Ferrell called on the flag. So New Orleans moves half the distance to the goal line as they now have it at the 15. 3rd and 14 now for the 18. DeBoer looking to throw it, and it is caught for a short gain. So the Eagles get the stop, but there's another flag. Another roughing the passer. Automatic first down for the Saints. It's called against Winston Johnson, so that'll bring them to the 4-yard line. The Eagles have to clean up on the sloppy penalties, and sure enough, the Saints would capitalize as Alvin Kamara dives into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Saints are right back on top. The Eagles should be winning this game by a lot more, but with the roughing the passer calls and the Troy Dobbs play, New Orleans has the lead. They would not make the 2-point conversion, however. Good defense there by Philadelphia as it remains a 5-point game, 27-22, about 3 minutes left in the quarter. 3rd and 8, Jalen Hurts trying to get it to Goddard, but it is broken up. Great coverage there by New Orleans. Nobody was open on that play, so the Eagles would have to punt it, and the Saints get it back. 2nd and 8, DeBoer looking to throw it, and it is caught again by Kamara on the wheel route. Breaks by 3 defenders, breaks another tackle, and is wrapped up by Ferrell. Although Kamara has had a rough game on the ground, he has been a menace in the receiving game. The Eagles' defense has not had an answer for him. 2nd and 10 now at the 30. DeBoer looking to throw it. Under pressure, throttled to the ground by Terrell Burgess. Although the Eagles' defense has been a little bit disappointing today, the run defense has been good, and the pass rush has been very impressive. They've gotten to the quarterback 4 times in this game. 3rd and 13, DeBoer is sacked again. Jabari Achebe with his 3rd sack of the game. So he now has more sacks today than in his first 6 games of the year. Wild. 27-22 is your score after 3. We've got ourselves an absolute thriller at the moment as the Eagles get the ball back. 3rd and 8, Jalen Hurts scrambling to the right side. Goes short for Rosemont St. Clair, who gets the first down. What a high IQ play there by Hurts. He couldn't find anybody, so he goes short for the dump-off. And the Eagles are going to get even more yardage. It's a roughing the passer on New Orleans. Noel Payne, the former Westlake Hornet, is called with the flag. So the Eagles get the first down, and they move a little bit farther down the field. 2nd and 21 after a holding call as Rosemont St. Clair is wide open. Stiff arms the defender to the 21-yard line. St. Clair has had a quiet game on the ground himself, but he has also been great as a receiver. 9 receptions, over 100 yards in the air for St. Clair. As it's now 2nd and 5. Short throw for Tykeem Keon, who breaks a tackle and is in for a touchdown. Great play by Keon, who has now scored twice in this ball game. Not quite at 150 receiving yards for that little challenge earlier, but he has certainly had a great game nonetheless. The Eagles are going to go for 2 now as it's caught by Troy Dobbs, making up for his mistake earlier in the ball game, and Philadelphia now up top 30-27. So New Orleans gets it back, still about 8 minutes, which is more than enough time to do some damage. DeBoer connects with Alvin Kamara, gets by Bobby Wagner. Deshaun Elliott out there tackling ghosts. as Nehemiah Richardson and Jeremiah Nnabuke eventually bring him down at the 36. The Eagles defense still has no answers for AK-41 as we go to the following play. Handoff for Kamara. He is stuffed in the backfield by Nnabuke. So for every great reception Kamara makes today, you have plays like that. And it's not really his fault. The Saints run blocking and the Saints offensive line in general has just been miserable in this game as it's now a 3rd and 13. Braylon DeBoer goes short for Antonio Rigoli, who gets about 11. Another nice tackle there by Nehemiah Richardson. So it's 4th and 1. An interesting decision here for the Saints. They could tie it on the field goal or they could go bold and go for it. The field goal unit is out. It's Will Lutz from 44 yards out, and Big Nuts Lutz will tie it at 30 as the blows continue to go back and forth. So the Eagles now have it back. 6:18 left to go. Game tied at 30 as St. Clair with a spin move past Holcomb. What a move by Rosemont St. Clair, who continues his unbelievable start to the season. I know it's a little bit premature, but St. Clair is a sleeper Offensive Player of the Year candidate right now as he makes another play on 3rd and 9, getting the first down on the reception. And the injuries just keep on flying. This time it's first-rounder KK Mosley-Smith who is injured. I don't know what was on the turf today, but clearly there was something because both of these teams are just getting rocked. 3rd and 6. The pass for St. Clair is broken up by Pete Werner. So the Saints get the stop, but after another great punt by Jack Fox, they're starting with very poor field position. It's 3rd and 11 at the 4. New Orleans just chooses to run the ball as Kamara gets by Achebe, but is wrapped up by Winston Johnson after a gain of 4. So the Eagles defense gets a stop. Their offense has another chance to finish it off here with great field position at the 47-yard line. 3rd and 10. Hurts connects with Tykeem Keon, who makes a move on the corner. Had Keon not dove down, that could have been a touchdown, but it's not necessarily a bad play because now the Eagles get to chew more clock. 3rd and 4, handoff to the outside for Tazwell Hubbard. He gets only around 2. So it's 4th down and 2 at the 3-yard line. Game tied at 30. What do you do here? The Eagles are going to play it safe and bring the field goal unit out. It's a chip shot from 20 yards out for Zebediah Phoenix. He makes it. So by going for the field goal, the Eagles clearly trust their defense. And although the defense has struggled today and Braylon DeBoer has been very impressive, Coach Champ Britton is putting his fate on the defensive side of the ball to win them this ball game. New Orleans has a minute 34 and 2 timeouts to tie or take the lead. On 1st down, DeBoer under pressure, he is sacked. Achebe and Cox each get half a sack. Achebe now with 3.5 sacks on the day. As on 2nd and 20, here's Justin Bennett with a gain of 32 yards, a much-needed play for New Orleans. Following play, up the middle again for Justin Bennett, who brings it to the 35. New Orleans would call time. We're down to 31 seconds and 1 timeout. As on 1st down, another sack! You cannot stop this kid! 4.5 sacks for Jabari Achebe, who might have single-handedly won the Eagles the game. 3rd and 19, 3 seconds to go. Saints have to lob up a Hail Mary. It is tipped, and it is incomplete! And the Eagles win in an absolute thriller. Wow, what a game! 33-30 is your final. Philadelphia picks up the W. They've now won 4 in a row and improved to 6-1. A statement win today by the Eagles, showing the rest of the NFL that we're a force to be reckoned with. And if we make some moves at the trade deadline, next episode, then this team could be a legitimate contender to go places this postseason. Although this one wasn't always pretty, we had our fair share of mistakes. We were able to overcome those mistakes and get the victory today. Both quarterbacks were really good. Braylon DeBoer can ball. This kid can absolutely play. I was so impressed with him. He is a star in the making. Jalen Hurts, meanwhile, was very impressive too. He didn't make any mistakes, and he was efficient. We ran the ball well. They did not. Tazwell Hubbard with over 7 yards per carry. Kamara struggled in the run game, but was great in the receiving game. Rosemont St. Clair, 10 catches, 109 yards. Tykeem Keon, 6 catches, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. They were both great, but the rest of our receiving core combined for 5 catches. So our pass game without Devontae Smith is literally just St. Clair and Keon. Justin Bennett and Alvin Kamara combined for over 100 yards each. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Jabari Achebe won this game. 7 tackles, 5 for a loss, 4.5 sacks. Yeah, I think today was definitely his coming out party. This kid can play. And if not for him, I don't think we would have won this game. He was just so dominant and had a couple big plays on that last drive. So, of course, Keon did not complete the breakout challenge. He was still very good, though. 118 yards and 2 touchdowns is nothing to frown about. But he still didn't complete the challenge, but we will be getting Devontae Smith back next week, which is a big deal. We only have one new injury, which kind of surprises me. With all the injuries for both teams in that game, it is a pretty significant one, though. Jason Kelce, abdominal tear, out for 3 weeks, because I have not simulated yet. That is unfortunate, but now we get a real look at our second-round pick, Fletcher Luce, to see if he can truly be the replacement for Jason Kelce once he retires, probably at the end of this year. So in the next episode, we had the trade deadline, not just for us, but for other teams around the league. And then we have a big matchup against the 4-3 New York Giants, led by superstar X-Factor rookie quarterback Anthony Cortez III. It should be a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Certainly a very exciting game. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.